Hey guys, it is your friendly neighborhood nurse, Holy Basil, back at it again with another voiceover over a workout last week. Starting off with some pause deadlifts for 3 seconds. All right, put your stopwatches up because some of these might be a little shy. Give me a little grace, guys. Being under that bar for a few seconds can get really heavy, okay? Today I want to talk to you guys about lessons. Philippians 4:9. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the peace of God will be with you. And last week I talked about frustrations. I was frustrated with almost every aspect of my life, and I know that you guys can probably relate on some level. My lawnmower broke. My kitchen was utterly destroyed. We're remodeling some. I know it's some first world problems. My wife is in between jobs. My groin was injured. My car's not starting right. And lo and behold, my shoulder is giving me some issues. Now, I know that might not sound like a lot, and people have cancer, people have foreclosed houses, people have deaths, etc. I'm not trying to compare that, but I'm just saying that we all go through things sometimes and it can add up. And I'm so tired of looking at them in a negative way, and I want to look at each one in a positive light as a lesson. And when we go through things, here I am doing some pause bench press, by the way. 3 sets of 5 reps with a roughly 3-second pause. But when we go through things, we have to make the most of it. It's not enough to just get through it, it's how we get through it. And my injuries have really made me go back to the drawing board. How is my form? How are my warm-ups? And obviously, not good. Obviously, I've got some issues to fix and some muscular imbalances. So this is an opportunity for me to fix that before it gets worse, because I could have blown out a knee. I could have completely, instead of straining my groin, something happened worse. Instead of just my shoulder aching a little bit, being sore, it could have had worse damage to it. And so for that, I'm very thankful. And with my opportunities comes patience. And I'm not the most patient man. I'm not Mr. Fix-It. I'm not savvy with electronics and electricity, carpentry, plumbing. I'm not just some handyman, some go-to, knowledgeable about everything. There are a few things that I know about, but I'm not that great. And also, with new tasks, I get very frustrated, very overwhelmed, very anxious. And it takes me a few times to get comfortable with things. But the importance of patience and confidence, knowing that you can grasp it, might take a while, but eventually you'll get there. And just like with life and our body, it might be discouraging to look in the mirror and your results aren't coming fast at all. And it might be discouraging to look at your life and seeing that the money is not coming fast at all. It might be discouraging in your life to see that the strength isn't coming fast at all. But that's where tracking your progress has to be key, and tracking your workouts has been a major game changer for me. Because seeing that little 5 or 2.5 pound increment increase over your workout, or a shorter rest time, or an extra rep, seeing that increase, that sure does come a lot faster than a bigger muscle or a more lean physique. And so when you see those little gauges in progress, that can be motivating. And you can't be so hard on yourself. And don't compare yourself to anyone on Instagram or YouTube. Don't do that. Please don't do that. And we all know why. Here I am doing some bent over row, 185, feeling good. I like to pull into that hip crease. But I've just been enjoying lifting lately, and I think that that's okay. Being patient with things. And it's okay that I'm not the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, but I know that if I'm patient, that I can be bigger, faster, stronger, and whatever I want to be if I put my mind to it. But I have to take advantage of these adversities, not adversaries, adversities in my life, and to really glean off of the lessons that they're facing me. Here I am. I think it's about 215, 205 maybe. Doing this for a set of 10. Again, trying not to rock too much. I like to bring that weight into my hip crease. It feels really good on my lower lats. Some people like to row it up to the rib cage, but man, I saw this variation by this Canadian bodybuilder, called himself the Mountain. Here I am doing some standing calf raises. A few sets of 25. I cut out the tibialis anterior flexes just for sake of the video. I know you guys are probably tired of my voice by now because I'm tired of my own voice. I've always been obsessed with calves. I just think it really completes a physique, and though I have a high insertion and I'd say skinnier legs, I feel like I've made progress over the past few years. But a nice heart-shaped pair of calves, man, that's very nice. I feel like I should have been an Israelite because I sure do worship those calves. I know it's a lame joke, but I enjoy it. Alright, I did leave some footage of these in here. These are just so good. I really think they help complement the calves. And as you can see, a lot of runners have very developed tibialis anterior muscles. Just that constant flexion extension of the foot. Don't run much, maybe from my problems. But here, that's the only way that I can get that developed. Just progressing. And there's multiple ways that you can progress this, of course, with the band. You can slide a little further out. You can get a thicker resistance band, add reps, or shorten your rest time is really great. One thing I would recommend for these is to really be careful because these will get you super sore. And if you're not used to this exercise, I would definitely take it light. Focus on that extension and contraction, and they'll feel really good. Doing these calf raises again. I like to wear a belt when I do it because that long under a couple 100 pounds, I know that's not a super lot, but that's a lot of strain and wear and tear, and I like to brace and that sticking my good old gut into that belt really helps me brace for those calf raises, really focus. Maybe I'll get there one day. If only calf raises were in the Olympics, maybe I wouldn't have to be a nurse. Maybe I could get sponsored. I could be the Klokov of calf raises, calf snatcher, something like that. That'd be cool. A man can dream. Really appreciate you guys listening in. Hope that you learned something. Hope that you might look differently on the lessons in your life and the obstacles. Hope to see you in another one.